Alright, it's Sunday morning. It's not 10:38, 10:39 p.m. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. We're at IAS Drift here at Houston Police Academy. Got my boy Giovanni. The Cressida's in tow. We got all the gear, all the stuff. And we're gonna do a lot of testing today. This will be the first day really trying to mess with the settings a lot on the Cressida to get as much grip out of it as I can. I went to a class last night with Rudy Martinez and Ben Lee and Randall. Randall is the guy who runs IAS here, and we kind of all debated over drifting stuff. And I got to ask some really specific questions regarding suspension and suspension tuning, which I needed just a little bit more info than I currently had. So hopefully it makes a difference and we can get some good laps in today. All right, folks. So I'm here in line to get my car ticked and to do this here driver's meeting. So it's already hot out. It's about around, I reckon about 9:30. And yeah, just out here waiting for it, trying to turn some tires out here. Well, here we go.
Just make sure you can keep a rhythm and a flow. The idea behind that is, guys, we want to keep people from spinning out on the track because it is a hot lap track, so we want a constant flow of momentum. If everybody's driving roughly the same speed, you can only drift this track so fast. It creates a pretty good spacing, and we'll space y'all out as grid workers too. If you feel like people are getting close to you, there's two pull-off areas. All
right, for real now. So tech is done. We're all good with that stuff. I'm about to throw all my gear on and go out and take my first lap. They keep saying, sight lap, sight lap, sight lap. But I've watched a lot of videos of this course, so I think I can kind of figure it out. So I'm just going to try and do a moderate, but I want to drift the whole course. So when I go on course, I'll warm up my tires on the back section, and then I'll try to hit the sweeper on the first try in. I think it should be like a 4th gear entry, and it should be good. Alright, so after the first few laps out, the biggest changes I made coming into this was going to the 8K spring in the rear, and I also disconnected my sway bar, which I'm going to reconnect it just to kind of see where that sets me up, because I felt like the car was, I could definitely feel it biting a lot more. So I don't know if it's too, it was just, maybe I'm just not used to it. Might need to get some more laps in with it, but I could feel the grip for sure. Just a matter of figuring out how I want to put it down. So I'm gonna put the sway bar on, change out these tires, and check a few other things in the suspension settings in the rear, and then I'm gonna go from there.
there.
Well, no, over here, like you have the long sweep and then you have a touch and go.
I feel like I'm just like tiptoeing through all the mud. I'm like, okay, let's just please make it. I know we said we're gonna go wide, but God bless. You weren't kidding! You weren't kidding, we went wide!
I think the cones are like a little too far to the left.
Yeah, I followed you well off course.
Let's go.
You have a lot of speed.
Oh!
I was gonna say he's carrying way too much speed.
Alright, I'm sorry, I've been a bad YouTube dad. I haven't really updated you guys since I made a bunch of changes in the car. So I've been increasing the dampening a little bit and also increasing the tire pressure. Basically, this thing I made some toe adjustments before this event that is very aggressive, very aggressive. To the point where I was really having trouble like on 235s, and I've got a stack of 265s at home of a stickier compound. So I had to definitely free the car up a little bit. So just by adding tire pressure, which is, I mean, having more mechanical grip is definitely the way to be. Making those tire pressure adjustments to get you the rest of the way to where you need to be is kind of ideal. So I'm gonna probably make a very small toe adjustment before the Lone Star event, just because I have so much grip at this point, but I'm absolutely on the right track to having a competitive, potentially, Cressida. So yeah. everybody, so I am actually already back home from the event. Learned a lot about trying to do the blogs and the vlogs or the whatever at the drift events. It's so difficult as a driver to do it. I don't want to say by myself. I had my friend Giovanni there, and he was taking some videos for me and stuff like that. My buddy Peter, he was there to help too. And luckily, I think some of the other media guys were able to get some videos for me. But trying to do like the in-car stuff, my phone kept overheating because it was like 100 degrees out yesterday. But the beginning of the day was very rough. I made a bunch of changes to my car. I added a bunch of toe in the rear and stuff like that. And I cannot believe how much it gripped the car up. So I had to basically, it's good to have that, like I said, it's good to have that mechanical grip already built into the car, because then you can kind of play with tire pressures to fine tune things. I'm probably still gonna take a little bit of the toe I added out of the car, just so that way I'm not running tire pressures too high. But it was a successful test day. It really was. I got a lot done. I learned a lot about the car, and I got to get some practice laps in for Lone Star Drift, which is in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna throw some videos here at the end, me drifting, stuff like that. I got some in chronological order earlier. Now I'll throw in a few extra bonus ones here at the end. And yeah, thanks for coming along, guys.